It's going great so far tonight. I went to make this review and did a whole review and everything, and then found out that my audio wasn't working. It spent like half an hour. It's great. Okay, so tonight we're going to take a look at the KV-13. Little history. Okay, so look at the tech tree here. When I first got into the game, I went up the American Tank Destroyer line and found the T-25AT to be a little bit too difficult for a noob like myself to play. So I decided, hey, you know what? Everybody says the Russian tanks are easy. I'm going to find out. And I went down I already had gotten through the A-20. And so I unlocked the T-34, and I went to the T-34-85, and I kept getting clobbered by ISs. And I said, you know what? I want that tank. So I did the old T-34-85 to KV-13 to IS. So I'm probably one of the few people that actually went that route. A majority of people would go to the KV-1, to the 1S, and then the IS. I've never owned a KV-1S. In fact, you can see here, I still don't have it unlocked. So I went this route. Back then, this tank did not have the D5T 85BM. It had this crappy 85 millimeter D5T gun with 120 pen on tier 7. It was completely useless. Completely. It's not saying that the 85BM is that much better, but with 24 more penetration and 20 more damage, well, that's more useful for sure. You know, it's great on the T-34-85. It's still good on this tank. So your other option, of course, is to run the derp gun, which, you know, I mean, if you want to run that, that's fine. To me, this is a waste of time, unless you're running heat. And, of course, now they've nerfed heat, so it's still not that great. So here we are. When this gun came out, I had sold this tank. I hated it. I had a really bad win rate with it, like 42% win rate, and I dumped it. And this tank, I had the 100 millimeter gun, so I kept it and I liked it, but I still did terribly with it. Then they took away the 100 millimeter gun, and they gave us the 85, and of course then they put it on this one too. They both got it. In fact, I think the T-43, if I'm not mistaken, also, yeah, they did. The T-43 had the same terrible gun choice between these two, and then with the update, it also got this 85 BM gun, and so all three of these tanks benefited from that gun, except for the T-34-85 because it had the 100 millimeter. But the 100 millimeter was terribly inaccurate. It was really slow loading. It took like 14 seconds to reload or more. It was a terrible gun. So the 85 that 85 BM gun kind of revitalized all three of these tanks. So I thought to myself, well, I like it on the T-34-85. Maybe I'll like it on the KV-13. And I went back and rebought the KV-13. And so far, I have been extremely happy with this tank. Now, it's a little unique because really the only way that you're going to get it is if you're crossing from the medium to the heavy or the heavy to the medium. Most people don't do that. They start and go down the line that they want to go down. So you don't see this tank often on the battlefield, though. As of late, I've been seeing it probably every other battle. It seems like a lot of people are kind of finding their way to this tank and keeping it. One of the things that makes it a little bit different than the other medium tanks on its tier is that it has decent hull armor on the front and decent turret armor. So you get 100 turret armor, and you get 120 hull armor, and it's fairly well angled. It's kind of like the front of the IS. If you look at the way it looks, it looks very much like an IS body in the front, at least. And it's got a smaller turret than the T-34-85. You'll see this thing's got a... Oh, it's in battle. Oops. Anyway, it's a smaller turret. So, pardon me. So it's a decent tank, and it's got good armor. And, you know, one of the things that I like, even though it's not the fastest of the mediums, it seems to accelerate very quickly. So you're going to hit 50 miles an hour right away, or 50 kilometers an hour. And when you reverse, it also reverses very quickly. So it's while it's not super mobile, it still is, it feels mobile. It feels, well, you know, like it's fast. So it's got a 40 traverse speed that's almost scoutish, a 48 turret traverse, so a very quick turning turret. It's a very well balanced overall tier 7 medium tank, and I think that is why I like it. You do play it a lot like the T-34-85. You're going to start off by sniping, and then you're going to move into more of an aggressor role by flanking, and the speed will get you there. Let's look at the A-44. Now, the A-44 has even more frontal hull armor, less turret armor, but You can see that low profile. But if you like, so this is a cool tank too, and I really like this tank. But it has this crappy, this is kind of like the 100 millimeter on the T-30-45. In fact, I think this is the same gun. No, it's not the same gun that the KV-4 gets. It's probably the same gun that is on the T-150. So 300 damage, 167 penetration. So this gun is better, but it takes a really long time to load, and it's horribly inaccurate. I mean, you can fire. I find this gun, I'll miss at point blank a lot of times, and it's because I'm moving, because this tank, you want to keep moving. But it'll just miss. I'll be pointed right at the guy, and it completely misses, and that's very frustrating. So if you like a more conventional style medium tank, this is definitely the better of the two. The T-43, I feel like they're very almost identical in the way that they play. I think the KV-13 has more survivability because of the armor, but in general, it plays just like a T-43. I really feel like they're almost the exact same tank. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this. It has a decent amount of hit points, though it's not the most in its class. It's right up there, 600 horsepower. That's probably why it's so spry. Yeah, 600 for the T-30-45 too. Yeah, for 144 pen, 180 damage. Yeah, what else is there to say about it? Let's go ahead and take this guy for a run. Right now, my service record with it is not very good because, like I said, I had it early on in the game, and I've got a long way to go before it gets better. Let's take a look. Yeah, 46% win rate. Not so good. Okay, well, let's take it for a battle. Well, we can see right off the bat how this one's going to go. I'm going to be pretty much bouncing off of every tank I run into. And that's where, the limitation of this tank, at least with the T-30-45, you don't see tier 9. This tank does, and so the gun pretty much has become useless in this staging. I mean, I'll be able to hit some of these tanks, but for the most part, unless I get in a really good position, 144 pen just isn't going to cut it. So, but you do what you can do, and that's a reality in this tank. You're going to run into situations where you are bottom tiered and low tiered, and I really changed this a lot. It's kind of cool. I like this little nook here. Definitely did a good job with this board. More places to hide. I'm probably getting way overextended here, so I think maybe I'll breach and then pull back. Off Panzer probably has me spotted at this point. I'm just going to break in here and comment on the gun depression. I forgot totally in the review as I was doing it to mention that this tank has 0 gun depression. It has almost none. It's really, really bad. So I just wanted to let you know that, and we will now return you to your regular programming. Thanks. Made my chin itchy on the microphone. What do I got behind me here? Got 112. Well, that's a pretty nice tank. So we're just going to play the scout. Whoop. Got T-29, T-34. So I must have went off their radar. I'm not going to peek out that way again, though, for sure. Oh. He was smart, though. He didn't fire a shot. I can't remember. I think the 112 is that premium that's supposed to have great, great armor. You went right through it. Yeah. Well, you can peck him to death. Let him work on the 112. He'll back out of there eventually because I'm going to keep hitting him, and then eventually he's going to start getting paranoid. Uh-oh, T-29 is getting smart. Or maybe not. Got to keep him honest, Okay, we're going to get aggressive here. I need to help this dude out with the T-34. Now, unfortunately, this is where the weakness comes in. Got him tracked, but I don't have any damage done to him. He's going to hit me hard when he hits me. I'm just praying that I can kill him before he... Nope. But, well... Yep. Wish that 112 would push up and help me. Ugh. But we're going to get him. Yeah, there's something big over here, it looks like. What is that? Is that the AT-8? Okay, we can handle him. Man. That was really close to being dead. Let's see if I can hit this stupid RHM. I hate those things, man. I hate them so much I'm going to have to get one. Yeah, over here, buddy. Oh, well, if he kills me, I don't really care. Try to at least draw his fire from our teammates. So those things are deadly, man. There. Yeah. All right. Those guys hittable? No. He double. Man, where's their whole team? Because it seems like... Okay, they're all over here. Wow. So these guys need to step it up over. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Come on. This soft stuff here really slows you down. Hopefully I'll be able to get to this guy before he realizes I'm here. Ah, dang it. Oh, we got him. Hopefully he'll die. Yep, good. Okay, now I can back. Let's see, back. Wow, we are just tearing them to shreds. Man. Okay, we'll just draw him back. That's fine. I'm planning my escape right now. Sorry, 112. I'm not sticking around for that thing. I'll come around the other way. It's finally a good battle. I had to play 2 or 3 battles to get a decent battle tonight. You know, just to be fair, I try my best. Wow, that guy was kicking butt. I try my best to always show you live battles. And, in fact, that was something that I wanted to bring up to you. Oftentimes people will do these, and they're just showing you the best replay of a game that they did like last week or something. And I do that too. That's my Luckies section. If you want to watch those, that's fine. But what you see in the review is an actual, this is what the tank plays like, and I'm doing it live. So occasionally I'll get rid of a video. I had 1 or 2 battles before this where I ran into the top tank. In one case I ran into an IS-3 and 2 Tigers. In the other case I ran into a KV-3 and a Tiger, and then there was a 3rd battle where the first tanks I ran into were the AT-8 and the T-29. So needless to say, in all, 3 of those battles, I just got killed really fast. I'm not going to keep those, but in general, I try to show you what the tank plays like and what a normal battle looks like. So for me, that was a normal battle. So anyway, 1,700 experience. That's doubled, I think. Yeah, for the first victory because the first 3 were losses. Top 3 on my team. Didn't do a lot of damage, and well, did more damage than all those tanks, so it's not bad, And got hit a couple times. I took risks. Can't believe I lived. Yeah, so let's go ahead and run one more. And here we go. Okay, here's a little easier tiering in this tank. We'll see how this battle goes. I probably need to keep a bad one since I got rid of so many bad ones. What'd I say about this thing being fast? Hey. It's fast enough to break itself when it jumps. So, like I said, just like the T-34, you're going to try to start off by sniping. and then moving into more of a flanking role. But sometimes you have to play the scout, and like you saw in that last battle, I mean, I'm a scout. You're the bottom 3 tanks. You know, pretty much you're going to be the team spotter, and so I pulled into that role and had fun and waited till the big guys got there, and that's another great lag spike. Good, put me right in the middle in danger. Yeah, I'll add my little 100 to that. The Panther has such a better gun than this tank does, like twice the rate of fire. But I think this tank has better armor. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by Invisi-tanks. Here we go. That'll be fun. Thought they were gonna fix that. Yeah, I don't want to interfere with this dude, so I'm gonna go around behind him. T-29. This is not exactly the safest of places. We got a medium invasion behind us. This is not going well, but we got like 8,000 scouts. I'm sorry, tank destroyers sitting up on that hill. Oh boy. This guy's got a lot of health. Not gonna pen that turret. Are you kidding me? And this Centurion's over here killing all these dudes. I can't go through him either. Come on, come on, come on. Body, soft body, soft body. Come on, boom! Oh! Oh well, at least I got a high roll, but he's... Yeah. Oh, well, that was the highest roll this was going to get. 200 was actually a very high roll. I was about to whine about it, but... Oh, yeah, beautiful. Right through my tank. God. AC 48 completely destroys tank. Oh well, I shouldn't have even tried to fix it. Yeah, there's a bad battle for you. Told you they happen. Our whole team is sitting up on top of the hill. My gosh. Campers unite. And so there is a squarely bad game. Yeah. Our KV-4 did pretty good. I sucked. The whole team sucked. Okay, well, what are you going to do? Actually, you know, they had 3 tanks left. Considering where it was, it's not bad. This guy did amazing, the 110. He ran over our team. It's a good tank. It's basically the IS-3 of the Chinese line. So anyway, the combat car, I'm just kidding. I just bought this back in the tank restoration program. And lo and behold, it came into my garage while I was waiting for my KV-13 to come back. So I was checking that out between waiting for my KV-13 to come back and finishing the video. Yeah, so you get to see a decent battle and a crappy battle. This is a very average tank, so you're going to have both. It's not anything stellar, but it's a fun tank, and it's good. It's really a decent tank. Like I said, it's not bad. Is it worth grinding to? I think so, because it's unique. And I like unique tanks. Of course, you know that. Any tanks that are kind of weird, I'll try to get to. And this is one of them. It's not a very often played tank, and I think it's very capable at what it does, and it's a good tank. Sometimes you get bad teams. It's just how it goes. And can it turn the tide of battle? Yeah. In fact, if you look at some of my Lucky's videos, I've got a couple KV-13 battles in there where I've actually, done a pretty good job turning the tide of battle. Is it always going to do that? No. And obviously you saw in this last battle, I wasn't able to do that. I tried, but I ended up getting in a rock in a hard place, and then that stupid AC 48 hit me and did like 700 damage, or more, and caught me on fire. So what are you going to do? So have a great night. Enjoy this review, and be sure to subscribe, and also keep an eye open. I got a couple announcements coming up. I'm going to make in a video here, including a giveaway that we're going to be doing where we're going to be giving away 3,000 gold to one of our subscribers. So keep your eyes open. That's not going to be yet, but it's coming soon. So talk soon. Have a great night. Bye.